what it do, Drill Gang? It's your boy, Mr. A. Big Raw, back again with another video. And today, what we're going to be taking a look at is actually something that I think is really important for especially the people of today's generation. I'm talking millennials and Gen Z, specifically. Now, this is still something that does also affect Generation X, but I think that it's really, really, really important for especially the women of today to hear what the person that I'm about to put on actually has to say here. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video.
Well, I think I bring feminine inspiration to the table. Like Kelly Rowland say, I'm gonna be your motivation. When you come home, I'm gonna be in lingerie. I'm gonna keep it nice and fresh and waxed for you. I'm gonna cook your food. You just gotta bring home the bacon. That's it.
Shit. Now let's start with that sentiment right there. Now I'm not sure whether or not most women who have that mindset would even be willing to admit that. So I'll give her at the very least, not really credit, but I mean at least you actually said out loud something so incredibly stupid. But the thing that I think is very, very interesting about this is one. She did that thing that a lot of people do where essentially if something does not make sense, they quote like a song. I've seen it before. I've seen like with like literal tricks, bro. Like when they go like, it ain't tricking if you got it. Nah, it's tricking. It's still tricking, bro. It's definitely still tricking. However, that's not the most important thing here. The most important thing is the fact that she was saying these things, that this is what she brings to the table of a relationship. Now, I don't know about you guys, all right, but I like to do a little bit of a mental exercise when it comes to trying to explain to a woman why this does not make any sense or why a certain thing does not make sense. If you were to take the exact same sentences and put them into the mouth of a man, you would be disgusted by that dude. I provide motivation. Got it. Okay, but let's continue.
I don't ask for a lot.
Okay. I mean, okay, hold on.
She just said you got to bring home the bacon. I hope you didn't actually get phased by that, bro. That was whack. That was trash.
That's what men want.
I want to know, right?
Who want that?
So
no.
Organik is a high value guy.
You know what I noticed? When it comes to like the explanation of what is wanted inside of relationships, generally the biggest problem that I see is no one has an issue listening to what like the words of women are. No one has an issue hearing those words. It's hearing the other side of that. It's hearing the side of the men without completely interjecting and then regurgitating some completely like cockamamie version of what was said. So essentially what she just said was, yeah, is what men want is a sexy woman who cooks and sits home in lingerie. That's a really, really like immature version of what I guess any dude who already has his stuff together is looking for. If your definition of what wife duties are is cooking, sitting home in lingerie, and just like being pretty, man, like, dude, have you ever taken a look at like what marriage looks like? I've been thinking about doing something, right? Because my parents have been married for, man, my folks have been married for almost 40 years. And I think it would be very interesting for a lot of the younger women today to hear what some of the people who have gotten through these kinds of relationships, these people who have literally like built, you know what I mean? They've built lives together over extended periods of time. What exactly those things look like? It's not all sunshine and rainbows and cookies and cakes, bro. It's a completely different situation. However, let's go ahead and get back to what she's saying here.
All right.
Right.
I want to know from you, brother. What do you look for in a woman? So you heard all these answers, right? What do you look for?
I mean, yeah, like Of course, most of them is gonna stand on they pretty, they gonna fuck you and all that. Come home, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. Like,
Right.
you get that dime a dozen. Like a nigga got bread, nigga.
Thank you.
I'm 6'6", 230. I'm smooth. Even without the money, I had every woman I ever wanted. So
Just saying.
like, just because you're gonna be at my home when I come there cooking, I don't need that shit. You know what I'm saying? I never needed it. You know what I'm saying? I need a girl that.
The fact that she just like did that interjection thing again, like, yes, you do. No, you don't. All right. Like, here's one of the things, right? If you were raised by any of the women from the boomer generation on down, all right, there are a certain set of ideals that you were just given. You were already given like ideals on like what things you can do for yourself. And now that we know how to do these things, no, we don't actually need to just have someone to just be there for that. He's going to explain further.
That's gonna understand what I go through. We're gonna keep a motherfucker on top of his toes. It's gonna push him and motivate him.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's also gonna come with some ideas. You know what I mean? Give me creative criticism on my grind. You know what I mean? Also add to the table. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Not just trying to grab some food every time it's filled up. You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta bring something to this table. Like fucking pussy is over with after a certain time.
It
Like,
really,
I can fuck any bitch I ever wanted in my life. I
is,
always
bro.
have. That's not appealing
Seriously,
to me
it
no
is.
more. You know what I mean? Once you get money and once you was already having that, you got to bring more. Your energy got to be right. Your mind got to be right. That body don't mean nothing after a while.
Meaning this, a lot of the time, the fact that a lot of these younger women have this mindset, all right, where essentially the only thing that they have to do is sit and be a bad bitch. Okay, we can get to that later. However, when that is the mindset, you are completely underestimating what exactly a man is. One of my favorite like conversations or early podcasts actually comes from like Patrice O'Neal. Now, if you guys already know about Patrice O'Neal, which I mean, let's be real, you subscribe to me, you probably already know. But he was talking about the fact that like as far as television, the only shows at the time that he was alive that really even like attempted to cover like male issues or attempted to really like try to talk about men were shows like Mansers, which in reality are extremely dumbed down versions of what men are. A lot of the time, it's the same thing when it comes to how a lot of these like chicks operate. I think that they believe that the thing that we're looking for is just an attractive woman who's also a complete airhead. We're not looking for a moron. We're also not looking to you for your money either, though. And I think that that's something else that gets confused a lot of the time. And like a lot of the time, chicks will like go the education route and then think, okay, well, now that I have this degree, XYZ type dude is going to be like looking for me. That's not the same thing as being someone who can contribute in a relationship, bro. You can make X amount of dollars and be a complete moron. I've worked with several doctors that are idiots, bro. Like male and female. Things like this matter. They really, really do. But let's continue.
You know what I'm saying? A nigga will fuck anything, man. So like,
Okay,
you could be the
that's
baddest bitch in the world. That's fine. Nigga gonna have you, and I'm gonna fuck a bitch, motherfucker, a 2 and a 3. A nigga will do that.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z had Beyonce, he still fuck some other pussy. How can you beat that? Because he would just want some new pussy on his cock.
Pretty much.
So that ain't nothing, man. It's your
pretty-
energy,
he's
it's your
not
mind,
lying,
what you
man.
bringing
Like-
to help me grow. That was gonna help us grow. That what counts.
Yeah, preach, brother.
Yeah.
Preach.
But a
what
bad
it is.
bitch brings inspiration
Nah,
that you
not
will
to no,
not
not to
get.
no real nigga that already had
Yeah.
that. If you got a
That.
fat, lame, rich nigga that need all that, I just want a bad
Thank
bitch,
you.
that nigga, he's a
Thank
square.
you.
He's a nobody.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he mentions this. A lot of the people who especially like the younger women who are out here looking for this like quote unquote high value men are looking for a certain breed of a man without realizing that high value is not only a dollar amount. It's not only a dollar amount thing. Not really. I know that I know that it gets really it gets nice to go back and forth on like whether or not like high value means like dollar amount or whether or not high value means like the quality of a human being. But no, really, it's more so here. There's a percentage of it that is about the money. However, a lot of what Kevin Samuels calls like Henrys are technically just like higher value dudes in training. These are dudes who are just on their way up. They're working their way up to making a certain dollar amount. But if we're being completely honest here, the thing that makes a dude high value is not only the dollar amount that this dude makes. It's a way that this person operates. Now, I know that as far as like what a lot of these chicks are looking for, they're probably just looking for a person who makes a certain amount of money. And I mean, for several reasons, including the fact that this person is probably like one of the smallest percentages of people in this country and on this planet, that would make it incredibly difficult, next to impossible, in fact, to actually like get this type of person. But as far as what I was saying about the quality of a dude, he's talking about that right now. He's essentially saying, hey, the dudes that you're chasing, all right, or are chasing you rather, that have X amount of dollars, that's not what makes this dude like a high value. The reason why he's saying that is because there are several millionaire simps, bro. Didn't we just cover like something like this? Dude had the chick like living with him and all kinds of stuff. She's shooting OnlyFans porn in his bathroom. Is he high value? No, he's not. So let's continue.
But a nigga that been sufficient his whole life and got every girl he wanted.
Thank you.
What is a bad bitch doing for me?
Nothing.
That's nothing. We always had that. What you bringing more than just being it's a million bad bitches walking this earth.
I promise
That's
you.
the cheapest and most
There
easiest
really
thing
are.
to get for a nigga got some money is a bitch and some pussy.
Bam.
You go to, like I said, you go to Brazil
Telling
right
you.
now, it's gonna be a 10,000 bad bitch you ever seen in your life. You get them bitches
Yep.
$1 in a coffee, and that bitch gonna lick your feet, man. That ain't work.
Just
That's
saying.
to a real nigga, man.
Just saying,
You gotta
man.
be a fat, slow brain, regular ass nigga that finally got some money to be imposed. And I got a bad bitch. Like, come on, man.
Exactly.
Like that's a different type of breed of human that get they rocks off to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I get it. Y'all get your money now. Go get all them niggas. But a nigga like me, that shit is
Yes.
nothing. You know what I mean? Our energies gotta be connected. You know what I'm saying? We gotta grow together. That's the most important.
So
thing.
you'll take a basic bitch that is somebody that you want to talk to over a bad bitch that will inspire you.
So you consider yourself a bad bitch?
No.
Right.
Yeah,
What
I do,
exactly?
actually.
What is
you
it that
above
makes you
basic. Well,
bad?
you don't even work. You don't have no attributes to the table here. Like what
I
are
do
we
have
talking about?
attributes.
Like what?
I inspire my men.
How? You
Oh
don't got no
gosh!
job. You got-
Like,
Listen,
What's your master's
but you
degree
have
in?
to but you have to realize that when men make it to a certain level,
Right.
they're not checking for a woman's education.
They're not?
When you're making millions of dollars, you don't care about a woman's education.
Yes, you do.
Talk to
I
plenty
do.
of rich men.
I do.
Bro.
I'm a rich man. I got an estate in Malibu. Okay,
An
2
estate?
acres.
Continue.
Yes.
Oh, I
2
would
acres.
like to see the paperwork.
Okay, we can show you paperwork.
Go ahead and
Show
show me the
paperwork to-
title.
We gotta show paperwork to somebody that got no paper.
Miseducated.
That would make no sense.
Show me,
She
show
ain't
me,
got
pull
no
up
paper
that
calling
deed.
some paperwork.
Can he pull up the deed?
Can you
You
pull up
don't
your
even
car?
know what a
Can you
deed
pull up a
is.
vehicle?
You don't even know what a deed is?
Man.
What do you got?
What deed you got? What deed you got?
A deed to these.
look
Nigga,
at this.
Come on, man. You got a little residue underneath your nose,
Man,
baby.
So,
He's-
do that.
He's
You know what I'm saying?
certified.
But I get
But
what
like,
you're
I
saying.
get what you're saying, though.
Is she
Yeah.
fucking with loser, fat, old niggas got money? I get it.
Nah,
Don't play with
negative.
them.
But when you're
Yes.
seriously,
That's
when
what-
you
that's
reach
what's
a certain
happening.
level,
That's
When
who
when
she's
you reach
messing
a
with.
certain level, you don't care if that girl works as a bottle girl. You don't care if this
It
girl
don't
has
matter.
a job.
We
Like
didn't
you
say
don't.
that.
Here's the issue. I think the reason why she's saying what she's saying right now about us not caring, all right, or about not even us, all right, because I'm not this dude that she's sitting up here trying to talk about. But the reason why she's saying that this type of dude doesn't care is because she's confusing being smashed, right, with being kept around in a relationship. She's confusing the two things. On an off day, like he said, a dude will just smash like an absolute like 2, 3, something like that, because he's bored. It doesn't mean he wants to spend the rest of his life with her, bro. Like, what he's talking about is something completely different. He's talking about, and the thing is, she knows that that's what he's talking about. She knows that. Because she's not going to be in whoever's life she is in right now, in theory, for very long. But okay.
Yeah, we gotta have somebody that got some smarts, though.
Because
we can tell you ain't got no smarts. Like, we need somebody with some brain. It ain't about just want to suck my dick all the time.
The energy needs to be matched.
We need,
Yes.
It's bigger
yes.
than
You're saying because she doesn't have a job or work,
it don't
she
matter.
can't match your energy?
It don't matter. I'm talking about you personally on the educational
But you don't know
terms.
me personally.
I can tell you ain't got no brain.
Honey, I worked in corporate finance. What are
did?
you
Doing
talking
what?
about?
Why are you not employed now?
Because
Doing
I don't
what?
want to be.
So you want to be a slave to a man with some money?
Basically.
No, honey. I want to
Basically.
be an inspiration with
How?
some money.
How you going to inspire him? Please explain that.
Baby,
Man.
I just told you. Obviously, you weren't listening.
I'm listening quite fine. You see you coming in lingerie, but
No,
to
you
put you in
wasn't
lingerie
listening
ain't gonna,
though.
Ain't gonna do nothing for her.
Not
you
gonna
wasn't
do anything.
listening.
Okay, I got you. I want to listen.
It's all well and good that you can make yourself look a certain way. All right. While it's all well and good that you can have yourself feel more confident about how you look. And I'm not saying that those things are not important. They're definitely very important, especially when it comes to just like your own health. However, when we're talking about something as important as partnership, something as important as marriage, I think that we need to change the conversation, because I think that a large part of the problem is, for one, people taking like one thing that someone says and then like running with that thing. Like it's kind of like this. Like it's like somebody gives you like a grocery list and there's like 5 items on it. You heard items 1 and 2 and then you ran to the store, got them, came back, was like, hey, I got these things. And then they're like, dude, I didn't even like get to finish. It's kind of like that in a way. We need to definitely stop that. It's not helping anyone. It's not helping any new relationships form, and it's definitely going to keep the gap between the two sexes widening. But hey, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Outside of that, I'm gonna stay a bit raw. I got a mic. I got a drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and be easy, Drill Gang.